everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and it is time for our another weekly MOCs update video. This week is full of mechs, that means robots, in this selection for this week, and also at the end of the video I'll be showing your creations that you have sent to our fan MOCs email. So without further ado, let's start off with a build for an aircraft.
And as in every episode, guys, you can find all the links to those cool MOCs in the video description below. And number 10 on this week's list starts off with a military build. That is the 5th generation fighter by Simon T. James. That is a very well looking build, and the closest real life counterpart I could find would be the Chengdu J-20 fighter. That is a Chinese design. As you may already know, I am really into military aviation, and this build goes right up my alley. The whole jet is almost completely studless. I have to say that is a pretty neat build for the wings, and also all the angles and corners are pretty well designed. I especially love the tail section with those futuristic looking tail rudders. I think the canopy piece is taken from the Creator Blue jet set, and the whole build actually kind of reminds me of this one, because the official set was close in looks to the F-35 US fighter. Overall, a very good looking model, and I think it would appeal to any military aviation fan like myself. And as I mentioned in the intro of this video, number 9 is starting our descent into the mech world. This is O.R.C or O.R.C unit by chubbybots. And the main reason I picked this one to join the list is this great use of brick separators. Not only this is a very cool looking mech in chubby form, but those brick separators make up for a really cool look of his hands. I also like the fact that the mech is highly playable, so you can easily put him in a number of cool positions, and the fact that the head is lined up with the torso also makes up for this intimidating look. Very cool melee mech, as I don't see any range weapons on him, and I guess in the heat of battle no one would be really willing to get close to this thing. Alright, and moving up the list, number 8 is Leonidas 06 by Marco de Bon. Another great looking mech build, and this one definitely hits the notes of the Gundam style. Marco, the designer of this one, is highly talented in studless mech builds, and this one is no different. A highly plausible robot with an array of powerful weapons makes me want to have this thing on my desk right now. I also love the color theme. The dark blue with the red works pretty well, and my favorite pose would be the one with those, I guess, artillery cannons on his shoulders. And of course, if you are a fan of such builds, Marco has a number of such mechs on his Flickr page. But let's step away from the sci-fi theme and get into something more earthly, because this is the MOONEYES headquarters by Norton 74. This is a real-life model of the MOONEYES company building located in Santa Fe Springs, California, and for those of you who don't know, MOONEYES is the legendary company in the hot rod car industry. The building not only looks great from the outside, but the interior is also fully flashed out. The iconic logo of the company with the two cartoony eyes is visible in a number of places, and the color theme of their cars and their design is saved very well. And the building also comes with nice builds for their famous vehicles. That would be the Moon pickup, a 68 Ford F100, and a hot rod base on a 1932 Ford Model B. I love the builds that join the best of both worlds of LEGO building design and LEGO vignettes. And this one just works so well in both departments. Overall, a beautiful display piece for any MOONEYES fan. And number 6 is from someone that was featured a number of times in our videos. This is the Bat by JK Brickworks. As you may know, one of Jack's favorite builds is the Clockwork Heart by the same designer, and the main premise behind JK Brickworks builds is that they are always very technically complicated and always amazing. This time the Bat is no different. It is fully functional. The build implements a fantastic mechanism of moving the Bat's wings. I can honestly say there was a lot of thought put into this build, and even though the movement is not very fluid, it catches the overall feel of this unique creature very well. If you want to see the entire build in its glory, be sure to check out the JK Brickworks YouTube video. The link is provided in the video description below. And of course, Batman approves. And moving up the list, number 5 is another mech. This time it is a Mech Scorpion by Mitsuru Nikaido. Another amazing build from this designer. A mechanical creature that is somewhat unique is captured very nicely in this build. I especially love the fact that the entire tail section along with the sting is highly plausible. Thanks to the great usage of Technic pieces, every single leg and both arms are also very highly detailed, and in my personal opinion it kind of reminds me of the creatures from the new game Horizon Zero Dawn. In the game's world, the main enemies are creatures of mechanical design, and even though we have no such scorpion in the game, this one would fit perfectly. I wouldn't be surprised if the Horizon Zero Dawn game inspired the builder to create this one. Pretty amazing build. Alright, but enough with some serious mech projects, because number 4 is a funny one, that is the REJECTZ by Iain Heath. And this entire idea is a funny pun against the BrickVault theme. So far, officially from LEGO we have 12 characters, but people have started designing a number of different ones. Iain, however, went a different route and created REJECTZ, which are funny, cartoony, and unfortunately ugly looking faces of famous superheroes and characters. And honestly, as much as I like BrickVault, REJECTZ just took my heart. I mean, just look at those faces. Wouldn't you just include them in your collection just to make them less miserable? That is a great theme on its own, and personally I would love to see more REJECTZ figures from Mr. Heath, so please keep designing them. Alright, moving into the top 3, number 3 is a project called Grow Your Own Planet Endor by JK Brickworks. And many of you may say that is a very simple project, and I think that is the main reason I picked it up to be the top 3. I think such idea would make a great LEGO theme by its own, because as you can see we have a small potted planet, I guess, with the most iconic foliage and characters on the top of the pot, and that is definitely a piece that would go very well as a gift or any desk display. I hope this is the first one of the series, because Endor looks great captured on such a small area, as we have anything we would ask for from this iconic planet. And I especially love this waterfall pouring into the smaller pot. Very well executed idea, and I would love to see more in this style. Alright, and I have to say that number 2 is a somewhat biased choice, but I think many of you will agree with me. This is a small diorama or a vignette of Stranger Things: The Upside Down by RyantheAmazing. Stranger Things was the ultimate discovery of a show last year, a great homage to the 80s sci-fi flicks, and I think I actually binge watched the entire show on one night. Can't wait for season 2, but this small build actually eases the weight. And without spoiling too much, Stranger Things is about parallel universe, and pretty much the whole idea is captured very nicely in this single build. The technic rotation function just tells everything, and not only it works very well, but the diorama for both sides is very meticulously designed. A big thumbs up for the entire design, and that is mainly why it took the second spot. Alright, but number 1 is something that usually takes the number 1 spot in my mock videos. This is a UCS Star Wars build of Lambda class shuttle by Marshal Banana. The designer is very well known to me, probably by the fact that he designed the best looking Falcon I have seen, and also the best looking Sandcrawler I have ever seen. This Lambda shuttle is definitely on par with his quality that he got me used to. This is not a very original ship, as you know, LEGO has already released a UCS scale Tydirium shuttle, but Marshal, as usual, took it to the whole new level with this one. As the shuttle hosts double the pieces count of the original UCS design, it also has fully functional moving wings, those are of course motorized, and there is also a number of light bricks, for example lighting up his engines. The shape is captured even better than the original UCS set, and there is honestly hardly a bad thing to say about this one. I know for that matter that the original set is a huge one, and according to the description I think this one is even bigger. So I guess that is another thing to make me jealous a lot, but still I think the Millennium Falcon from Marshal Banana is still topping off my Star Wars I gotta have this list. And of course, if you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out his Flickr page. Alright guys, so this is it for this week's MOCs episode. Here are the 10 of my favorite MOCs from this week once again, and now it is time to show off your creations that you have sent to our BrickVault fan MOCs email. A big thanks to all who have submitted, and remember to follow the simple rules to submit your MOC that can be found in the video description below. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe if you like our content. I'll see you guys in our future videos, and let's cue the music.